This you?
Yeah.
It's been great meeting you, Neil. It really has. Again, I'm sorry if I caused you any trouble.
Oh, no, you didn't cause me any trouble. You got me home. And a little late.
Couple days.
But I'm a little wiser, too, so.
Me too.
Happy holidays.
Same to you. Happy Thanksgiving, Neil.
Okay.
Give my love to the family, will you?
Same to you.
Maybe I'll get a chance to meet him one day.
Okay. Say hello to Marie for me. I feel like I know her.
Yeah.
So. Okay. And you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, you know it.
How many of you would agree with this
So
statement?
long.
Americans have gotten less reasonable, less rational, less optimistic, and more subject to bad ideas in the last 20 years. Now, the reason why that feels like the case is because we have introduced record levels of financial insecurity into our population. And studies have shown that if you cannot pay your bills, your bandwidth gets constrained cognitively because you're just trying to figure out how to make ends meet. And it has the functional impact of reducing your IQ by 13 points, or 1 standard deviation. So if you have the feeling that our fellow citizens are getting less reasonable, less rational, less optimistic, and more subject to bad ideas, they are.
This is really about security. I didn't know how much security that we don't have until I have it. So even someone who has a job, they can worry that they're going to lose that job, and that's actually increasing. 60% of the country feels that they could lose their job, and about a third are like really worried about that. And when you're worried about that, when you have that insecurity, that actually has a lot of effects, even on our health, but also on the way we communicate. It has all these different second order and third order effects from this lack of insecurity.
We need to instill a mindset of abundance in this country in order to solve the big problems. And right now it's slipping away. Scarcity is winning in this country by the numbers.
How much more productivity would we have if people weren't insecure and weren't living in poverty? Like when you're only worried about making that next payment, meeting those bills, then you're actually thinking short term and you're not thinking long term.
This is the big progression, where if we get the boot off of our throats, then the people who are in these towns that might be fearing for their place in the 21st century economy, if they start seeing that we'll all be able to share the gains through a dividend of $1,000 a month for starters, but then we have to build a new human-centered economy on top of that, then that's a vision that I believe that they're willing to accept and embrace.
You said you were going home. What are you doing here?
I don't have a home.